Oh, what's up good people? So another episode ya kuwapiga na facts hapo, facts moja muru ambaya. So manze, today we about authority. Last time we thought about identity manze. So several people manze have buried identities. So much buried identities. Now your identity will remain buried until you have something called authority. What's authority? Authority is the power to enforce obedience and make decisions. In fact, for this case, important decisions, strong decisions. Now, wacha tupe an example ya mtu akona authority. So, here is a woman, in fact, a very small bodied woman, ni police woman. Alafu amevaa uniform, ako tu fiti, ni wa traffic. Anze kustopisha gari, pale hivyo tu majioni masaa yake. What will happen is that you will all stop. Regardless of who you are, no questions asked. So questions unauliza baadaye, but the first thing is that you will stop. That woman is exercising authority, because hiyo ndio identity yako nayo na hiyo ndio authority hiyo staff inampatia. Now compare to another guy, let's say mtu kama, tupeane tu hata jina kubwa, mtu kama Chris Brown tu hapena kama Kenya manze, alafu asimame tu kwa barabara pale hivyo tu kamoja kabaridi pale Mombasa Road, alafu anze kusimamisha gari. Unless wewe ni fan, hautasimama. You know why? Because this guy, that is not the identity entitled to this guy. Remember, hiyo si authority yake na hiyo si identity yake. He has another authority in another identity to amplify that identity in another area. Now I want you people to get this. Nikisema iko buried inamaanisha you are doing the wrong things that you know you should not be doing. Last time nilisema most of us manze unajipata kwa klabu mahali unajua kabisa utaki kukua, just because circumstance imepresent ukuwe kwa klabu. Uko in a particular job but you do not want to be there, but because bills lazima zilipwe, you are in that particular job, not because you want to, but you are there. So that's why I'm saying iko buried. Now this is what the society has presented. Today one of my guys manze comes with a BMW, another one tomorrow comes in with a Mercedes, another one kesho atakuja na Range, kuna mwingine tena atakuja na TX. So the society, this is what the society does. Nita inquire kuhusu msee wa bima. Msee wa bima udu, alafu some guy tu hapo hivyo ataendelea usikiwa jamaa washa watu. That's one case. Na ule jamaa na Mercedes udu, usikiwa Mercedes manze budake sijui ati alikuwa big minister of trade, so alimconnect. Na ule ATX manze anafanya YouTube, unaona, and the story goes on. So what these guys does ni ataenda try hizi vitu zote, ataenda atajaribu kuosha watu, utashika utaenda kamiti. Haya, ataenda atajaribu kutafuta connection ya kwa Ministry of Trade. Atatoka hapo atajaribu kwenda kujaribu kufungua YouTube channel. But remember manze, huyu guys ameacha so much huge kitu maybe angedu, lakini society mempresentia hivi. We do not blame the guy because that's society. However, tuchukue hii scenario fulani. Unajuanga manze unakoga na morio fulani pale mtaa. This guy can sing. This guy is a comedian manze. There is a guy who is a comedian. Uko sure ujamaa ukimpea mic manze ataimba fiti, atasoothe your souls mpaka mnasikia kulia manze. There is this guy manze, unajua ukikaa tu na mbogi ile base atakuchekesha, na ni kitu anafanya effortlessly, kitu anafanya very easily. Now that's one scenario. I'll give you a story. Okay, most of you hamtajua imetoka wapi, but I just hope that you catch imetoka wapi. So a master was once going on a journey and he had gifts, and he distributed these gifts based on his slave's ability. I want you people to get that right. He distributed gifts based on these people's abilities. So to one slave he gave 5 gifts, to the second slave he gave 2 gifts, and to the third slave he gave 1 gift. After a while he came back. The slave with the 5 gifts had doubled his gifts. The slave with the 2 had also doubled the gifts. The slave with 1 hakuwa amefanyia shit. In fact alienda akaizika, akangoja mdosi arudi. And you know what, mdosi alirudi alafu jamaa anamwambia, "We nani? Unakujaje kurip kwenye huku?" So like the arrogance in this guy. So some of y'all mkutu hapo mnaniuliza manze, how can I accompany my identity with authorities? Now, I want you to notice something with this story. Huyu master, as he left, he never told these people what they should do with the gifts. And the main person who gives gifts is God. Nataka hiyo staff manze umshike fine sana. Hakuna mtu ana find identity yake elsewhere. Your mama will never tell you your identity. Your dad will never tell you identity. Identity, it is only you who can find the identity. Now, these people are never told what to do with the gifts. How you can attach authority to identity? It can only be done in 2 ways. One way is the process way, which this generation hates way too much. Sijui generation barata doneni. Manze tunachukia process. Sijui ati sita trust the process tena, wacha pia hiyo ini trust. Mabuda, you'll die. That is number 1. Number 2 thing is to think. There is something called thinking. Now, God will give you an identity, a gift, and not tell you what to do with that gift. Like atakuachia manze, you do your thing, think, and then trust the process. Now, hii story iko na very corresponding something na story ya Joseph. So, Joseph is there telling his brothers how, you all people will come one day and bow to me, and the brothers are jealous and they sell him to Egypt. Now, the guy is in Egypt, kwanza ako kwa Potiphar, ako kwa hao ya Potiphar, alafu the Potiphar's wife is horny and the guy and she's seducing the guy and the guy nini. So the guy runs away. Waits for the husband to come back, then anamsema alikuwa anajaribu kumrepo nini, and the guy is thrown into prison. So now, process ya Joseph was so harsh. This guy would have decided, fuck it man, wacha mini doze nauma there, alafu let me just be a rich kid somewhere. Now this what ndo kitu ingefanyika. Umse angeamua develop authority from that, na angepata identity from your scenario ya kudoze nauma there. But kuna small jinx kwa hiyo stuff. Hii authority ingekuwa gani kama ni 50-50. Ako na authority because of madam. Madam kumbuka anaweza amua tu afanye na umse arudishwe kwa mbio. Manze, this guy was contained in a box all his life, but he never left his process. Manze, he was so glued to the process. Manze, akozileza, manze, me I trust in this. This is what God does, and this is what I'm going to trust in. So he kept faith in the process, in this process. Bana wengi wetu manze tuko kwa hiyo stuff ya unafika mahali alafu kitu inajipresent within your process, alafu unaanza kufikiria ni kama hiyo ndio destination. Man, that's not destination man. Before you begin a goal, you begin from the end. You do not begin from the start. So assuming sahi nataka kufungua kampani ya kuuza magari, you must see clients coming to buy those vehicles. You do not start with you building the office. You start with you seeing the clients coming to buy the car. So whether you begin with a goal, and that is the only way you maintain your process. There is no other way una maintain process yako without seeing the end goal. So somewhere, somehow, Joseph must have seen the end goal. Ndio ajue, juu hadi akiwa kwa prison, the guy was so hopeful, design anasaidia ma prisoners wengine, na at the same time anawambia, if you get out, do not forget me. Just go out there and say my name to the kings. Like alikuwa so sure my name must be mentioned somewhere, and my name will one day come to be big. So manze, most of us tuko na hiyo disease ya una settle for something in between your process. Man, don't don't do that, manze. Usi settle in between the process. The process is way longer if you have the end goal in your mind. If you do not have the end goal in your mind, the process is way shorter because kutakuja so many destinations in between the process. You know, Moses rescued 12 tribes. Do you know how many tribes made it to Canaan? Only 2. Now, I may not have the time to dig into all 10 tribes how they did not go into your stuff. I will only dig into one. So, there is this one tribe ilikuwa inaitwa Jebusites. Wakiwa tu huko ndani ya wilderness, they find another tribe in there and they go and wanasuka hii tribe, wanawaambia ni aje manze tukatieni tu land kadogo, tuko tu tunasoa hapa hivi manze, hii journey it's been way too long, we do not want to continue with it. Lucky enough wanapewa hiyo land. So this is the problem with this generation. We like way too much settling for less. Now, I'll tell you something about authority. Authority gives you confidence. Now, there are 3 types of confidence. Confidence number 1 confidence number one iko laid on things. You have vehicles, you have a wife, you have a house, you have your business. So your confidence iko laid between on those things. Now this is what happens. Just like Turkey happened, an earthquake may come. Your things may be taken and your confidence may be shaken. The second type of confidence is laid on your ability. You are a plumber, you are a pilot, you are something. You're just, we ni kitu. So una feel ni kama mimi nikiwa na hii ability manze, mimi niko fit, I can survive anywhere. Now you may get an accident, you may get a crash, and you may become disabled. Your confidence may be shaken. But then there is the third confidence, manze. The third confidence now, it is laid on the identity, in knowing who you are, manze. Mimi ni comedian. Whether you cripple me people or not, I will still make you funny. I will still make you laugh. I will still do my things. Manze, that confidence can only be taken by death. As long as you are living, your confidence will never go away. Now, process manze, na hii stuff inaitwa think. This is what the Bible says. As a man thinketh, so he becometh. Now, this how vision works. God is the one who has placed that thing in you. Your identity. Nimekwambia, no one else will tell you your identity. Your identity except Jesus ndiye alikuwa anajua identity yake akiwa mtoi. None of us knows our identity. We know it as we grow. Now, as you ask God more, anakupatia more. Now, this is how our vision works. If you have things figured out, faith has no partner in you. Wewe na faith hamna job. Faith works in 3 dimensions. Now, assuming saa hii unaenda shule alafu una expect kuna venye una hope fee yako ilipwe. You do not hope to the fee directly. First una hope mzaya atapata do, then mzaya lipe. So iko 3 dimensions. Kuna mtu umepitia, unanifeel, umepitia mtu ndio execute what you want. So assuming unataka gari, alafu kuna job unangoja ivane mahali, your faith inapitia through the job to give you what you want. Unanifeel? So in this case, if your faith is placed elsewhere, mahali yani hamuko in the same portion, hamuko in the same partnership na the one who gave you the identity, believe you me, your identity is as good as dead. But as a man thinketh, God will only come in between if you think. Our slaves walikuwa wamepatiwa gift. The effort to double the gifts was not in the master's mind. It was all in their mind. But who helps to execute what is in your mind? Thinking. God does that. You have faith in something, If you have everything figured out, then life haina meaning na pia faith haina meaning. So what you can do is just you hope. You must have the right dimension ya kupitia. kuwa faith na huo mse, then that guy can do that thing and put effort day in day out, day in day out, day in day out manze, and something manze out there will just rip out. Lastly manze, I'm a strong believer that that something can never fail, it can only take time. Kuna hiyo quote fulani famous sana ya Denzel Washington, without commitment you'll never start, and without consistency you'll never finish. Mse, as long as you begin something, something can never fail. It can only take time. It may take 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5. It can only take time until master your craft. Na manze, hakuna kitu fiti kwa hii dunia kama ukisha master your craft. Sasa hii nani anaitwaje? Serena Williams nilisikia akisema mambo ya you master a craft in 10 years, not less than that. So as long as you've been doing for 10 years alafu useme imefail, bado hujafail, na hiyo kitu hujafail, ni wewe tu ule quit. So manze, and that being said, we do not have time. Next time bana tutamalizia iko nini. Adios muchachos.